Hey fellow golfers, today I'm going to do something interesting for you. Hopefully the past ones were also interesting and helpful. Do let me know, do subscribe. But let's get to it. I am going to focus on three things. Three things that I've found helpful for me to improve my lag and therefore get that little extra distance with each club. One thing that has really helped with my chipping recently, a little tip that I saw using a couple of pieces of tape. Simple one, incredibly effective. And then 6 simple points and phases of the single plane drill that I've been watching and trying out to get a straighter drive, to get straighter shots with my irons and wedges, and that has helped me a great deal. A person to look at for such a drill also, whose swing you may wish to emulate, is Bryson DeChambeau. Of course, I'm not referring to his recent bulk up, where he has, of course, got distances that are unreal. I'm really referring to getting greater accuracy with your clubs. Let's hope these will be useful. Do try them out. Do let me know what you think. Do let me know if you've tried these before or you've got better ones. The first drill is really the turn and the step drill. So essentially, you cross your arms, feet together, and you, don't forget I'm a left-hander, so I'm going to be turning this way. You turn, and then as you turn and you're ready to come back into your transition position and follow through, you step out. So, arms crossed, turn and step. Turn and step. What that does is it gives you that much better point of turning, and the next little drill will help you add the lag to that. Okay, this is the addition of that lag movement. So what you do is you take your club, you put the head behind your back arm, and you hook your backhand over the club. Look, you can move your hand, and then you take your lead hand and and then hold your arm here. Now you are practicing that lag, So as you go back and you come through, you're holding that position. You're holding that position. That'll get that body feel for that lag to come through and let it go. Lag to come through and let it go. The third piece that I'll add shortly will make this complete. Okay, the third piece, fairly straightforward. Of course, get your proper grip. Take your backhand and put it a little bit on the shaft, just below the grip, and you're going to practice that lag feeling that we just did. So you want to get to the point where you are almost here and the lag is still there. So imagine, now do the players actually hold it all the way down? No, they don't. But the idea is to get that feeling of holding that lag for as long as you can. Holding that lag as long as you can before letting it go and come through. Before letting it go and come through. So the three pieces, the step drill, the turn so that your body gets used to that right turn for the lag, and the holding the club at a bigger lag angle as long as you can before you let go, and through at the impact point will increase the distances in each of your clubs. You will have to find the right combination for yourself, given your body conditions and flexibility. But once you practice that enough and you find the rhythm that works for you, I'll be very surprised if you don't get at least 5 or 10 yards on each club, as I am achieving right now, having practiced these both off and on the course. I hope you can see the two pieces of tape, one that's along my glove between my thumb and forefinger, and one in a straight line on above my wrist, along my arm and in line with my club position. What you want to be doing at the point of impact is hitting the ball when all of this is a straight line. So you can even cock it back if you wish, but when you come to the point of impact, you want to be straight. So just think of that straight line as you think, and you'll find a much cleaner hit each time, a much more central hit each time, and much greater control of your chips. So that straight line, 2 bits of tape, incredible little tip that's helped me really improve my chipping. So try it. So step number one for that straight plane, single plane drill. And that's really your setup and your initial turn. You want to make sure that your back hip is slightly behind you as you turn. So we're starting with the straight line plane. So if that's where the ball is, I'm holding this straight line because that's where I want to come back to. As I turn, as I begin my initial movement, the only thing I'm doing, I'm not cocking my wrists. I am turning with my back hip turning slightly. Back hip turning slightly. That's the initial first movement. I'm still keeping that straight line point without actually using my arms. So it's turning the hip, not swaying and pushing the weight or not opening up your knees. Just turn that back hip. So get that initial movement, keeping that straight line for that initial piece. As part of that first one, what you want to do is you come back to the impact position. So you turn and you have your body turn through. So you come back. Your body leads the turn. So the back hip leads the turn on the way out, on the way back, and your body turn on the way back to the impact. You're still keeping that straight line. Now let's continue the back swing and show you also how the lag fits in. So as I turn the body, the first bit you saw, I continue that, and then I cock the wrist, and then as before I am using the body to help me come back through, and I hold this back. That's the lag. I hold this back, and then as I come parallel, that's when I let go, and then I let go again on a straight line. So initial movement, step one. Step two, further back, have your body turn, hold this lag, hold the club as you come down to parallel, then let it go through, So recall we came through to there, and now is when you move your, in my case, left wrist, as I'm left-handed. So after you hit the impact point and go straight line through, that next movement is where, as you extend, you turn your left wrist over, and if you're right-handed, your right wrist over to come straight through. And as you come straight through, your club, although turning, should be a straight line with your back arm. So you come through, and keep, even though you're turning your arm over as a follow through, your club and your arm are straight to the target line. So impact point, slightly ahead, then all the way through. Last piece is straightforward after that, because you're letting your follow through to come all the way through, so you're facing the target. So after you've come to that straight line with your arms turned, you follow all the way through. Okay, it's a natural progression step from that, but you'll keep stable and you'll be hitting your irons much straighter. Do enjoy, do try these out, put them all together as one smooth piece, and you'll find you hit straighter shots. And I certainly found it's been helping me of late to be far more accurate in my direction.